Hola, 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 chicas. Buenos dias. Welcome to Dish It with Dawn. I'm your host, Dawn Marie Mutel, and today is National Lipstick Day. It's one of my favorite topics, lipsticks. So we're going to cover a couple of ways that you can look your best, feel your best, and rock them. Big kiss to you all for being here. And I'm not wearing any lipstick right now because I do want to show you an application that I use as a makeup artist to make lipstick stay on a little bit longer. But did you know that the first lipstick company was built in 1884 by a company Guerlain in France, which I actually have visited, and I have this lipstick from them from many years ago. And what I loved about it is that they had a little swivel mirror door here, and it has a little mirror. And what I loved about it is just it's a little bit of darker color, but I just loved it because it's very French, and I'm French, and so I love everything French. But did you know that MAC, when they had their Viva Glam to raise money for AIDS, they raised $380 million in the year 2015. Now that's a lot of buku dollars, right? And that's just on lipstick. And did you know that women who wear red lipstick are are looked at 7 seconds longer than someone who doesn't? Is a study done in University of Michigan, which I've always loved a red lip. And so that's what I'm going to show you today. So for those of you who don't wear lipstick, I'm one of those people who, I can't leave the house without it. I feel naked. Even if I don't have any other makeup on, I always want to have a lip color. I feel like it just makes you look alive and awake. And it also is a great way to keep your lips protected, especially if it's like, harsh winds or sun and things like that. But some of my favorite lipsticks, NARS is this pencil here, which is Famous Red, which is one of my favorites. I love it. It's a chubby stick, and you could just sharpen it as you use it, and it's easy to apply, and it doesn't like run or anything like that. Because red sometimes can be tricky when it comes to bleeding in the lines and things like that. I also am a big fan of Bobbi Brown's lip glosses and lipsticks, both of them. I've been using them since I worked for the Estee Lauder for the Clinique treatment department back in the early 2000s. And I just fell in love with her lipsticks. I mean, as a makeup artist, she knows her deal, right? So this color is called Crushed. It's a crushed cherry. It's crushed lip color called cherry. And I like it because it's a berry. And I love berries because I find that it goes with a lot of different clothing. You don't have to really like, oh my gosh, I can't wear this, because it's one of those colors that are on the neutral side to me that you can wear with most things. I also am a big fan of the cheapies. Okay, so I use the Wet and Wild, which you could get at a CVS for like $1 or $2, I think it is now, or their even their lip glosses have been really great. So you don't have to spend $35, $25 for a lip color when you can go to one of your local stores and grab an inexpensive color, excuse me, an inexpensive lipstick line, and try a new color out, right? So you don't have to invest a lot of money. And it also makes you feel like it's something, you're trying something new, right? Without investing a lot of money in it. And I don't like spending a lot of money on stuff because I feel like we don't have large budgets today to deal with anything. Everything is so expensive, and cosmetics is very expensive. And when I worked for the industry, I mean, I got really spoiled working for the Estee Lauder headquarters because Estee Lauder owned, MAC and a Clinique and Bobbi Brown, Joe Malone. They owned everything. So I got really, really spoiled with high-end cosmetics and treatment products. And, we would get 50% off. And then they had other stores in the building that you could get stuff that was really marked down. And then they would have their annual cancer fundraiser sale. So I would just go all out. I would buy tons of stuff for my friends and families. And they always loved getting gifts for me at Christmas time because they knew they were going to get something fun. I also am a fan of Pat McGrath. She's a makeup artist for a lot of celebrities and models and things like that. And I picked up a couple of hers. This is more of a coral color, and then the other one I have of hers is more of a also another berry. As you know, I'm a fan of berries, but I also have a darker lip color naturally. So I find that the lighter colors on me don't work so well. So if you have a darker pigment like I do, you may want to go with darker colors like berries, or reds and things like that, that'll show up a little bit easier. So one of the things I wanted to talk about today is when you do a red lip, okay, which is what we're going to cover today. I don't have the powder with me, but I just wanted to show you, this is a brush pencil liner from Estee Lauder. This one is called number 07, Red Rider, okay? And what I love about their pencils was that, A, they had this little cushion tip, and then they have the brush at the end for blending. So what you want to do is when you do your red lip, you want to outline the lip and also fill it in. So I'm going to do that real fast. And it's hard to talk, so I don't want to bore you. And you want to get the corners and the entire lip. It's kind of hard because I'm not using a mirror. I'm going off of the camera here. And you want to go all the way, fill it up. So I can't really see what kind of job I'm doing here, but you want to take your brush. If you don't have the brush attached to the pencil, then you can pick up a very inexpensive lip brush. They're very inexpensive at your local store. And you want to blend it like that movie, Blended. And then I like to pat my lips together. And I'm going to show you that, a cheap lip color is just as good as a $35 one. It may not last as long, but then again, the $35 ones don't last as long either, unless it's made to last, 16 hours or something like that. And I like to dot it across the lips. And then I will take my brush again and blend. Because blending is your friend, especially when it comes to makeup. Now, what I would normally do is I would dust some loose powder over it. So you just take your brush and you dip it into the powder, tap it off and get all the excess off, put it around your lips, and then take a tissue and put the tissue in between your lips and blot. And then I would just add another bit of it on there again. And voila, you have a red lip. Now, what is nice about lipstick is you can also use it as a blush. So if you just add a couple of dots and warm it up with your finger, you'll get some color on your face. Which way am I going? On your face as well. And you could use it as a couple of ways so that you are really stretching the dollar when it comes to your lip colors. And it's really nice because, you can do so many different things. Did you know that there is a lipstick by Guerlain that it's called Kiss Kiss Gold and Diamond Lipstick, and it costs $62,000. Now, that's pretty crazy. I don't think I'd ever spent $62,000 for a lipstick, let alone for a lot of things, but it does exist. And I guess if you just really feel like splurging and you have that kind of money, then go for it, right? But lipstick is a great way to express yourself, right? I've always believed that makeup shouldn't, you shouldn't have to be a slave over makeup, but you do want to use it to enhance your features. And that's what I always liked about makeup. And that's why I became a makeup artist, because one of the things I found when I worked at the organization for Clinique in the treatment marketing department, I saw these women wearing makeup, and some of them worked in the makeup business and they didn't wear makeup at all, which I thought was kind of weird because I'm thinking, okay, you're working in and you're selling it, but you're not wearing it. And then when one of the things I had to do was work at a counter twice a year at my choice, so and when I did, I loved it. So I started to get more into it. I got certified to do makeup. And as a stylist, one of the things that was good for me was to help women with their skincare and their skin concerns because we all have them, right? And skin, as you know, I've talked about it a lot. It's one of those things that we use it every day. It's getting abused every day because of the elements out there, the sun, the wind, and our poor hands, they get the brunt of it. But what I love most about makeup is because, if you're having a really rough day and you wake up and you look in the mirror and you're like, I look so tired, then you can just slap on some makeup and instantly perk up, right? And then you look back in the mirror and you're like, oh, okay, it's not so bad today, right? Now, something I've always had to battle with under eye circles, it's kind of hereditary. It's something that doesn't go away no matter how many vitamins I take or how many facials I get. It's one of those things that's not going to go away. So if you battle that, concealer is really going to be your best friend. I don't want to change topics because today is lipstick day, but I do want to talk about makeup in general, just a couple of different things that you can do real quickly that's going to make you feel refreshed and alive, right? So concealer is a great way to do that. And trying a new lip color is another great thing. So today, on your way home from work or, whatever it is you're doing on your lunch break, take a stop at a CVS, go look at the Wet and Wild section, pick up a $2 lipstick color, something that you never wear, something that you say, you know what, I don't know if this is the right color for me. And I want to talk about color for a second because you need to know your skin temperature. So you're either a cool, a warm, or a neutral. And cool means that you have a pinkish tone underneath the skin that comes through, or if you're a warm temperature, then that means you're more golden. And think of okay, so somebody like a J-Lo, right? She's very golden, or a Halle Berry, right? They're very golden color. Or a Beyonce, right? It just pops as gold. Someone who may have more of a bluish undertone, maybe somebody like Jennifer Garner, or think of what's her name? Jennifer Love Hewitt. They have a little bit more of a bluish pinkish tone underneath. Now you may find that in the winters you're more cool and in the summers you're more warm. And that's because you may have some sun and you're outside, so you get in sun. That's usually what happens with me. I get out to the beach that everybody wears a sunblock, okay? Because you don't want to go out in the sun without it these days. The sun is really can wreak a lot of havoc on the skin and you don't want to get skin cancer. So make sure you protect it. I'm always under my umbrella no matter where I go. It's just it's one of those things. I don't like the heat either, so kind of keeps me shaded. So if you find that you go to the beach a lot or you want to go out to the parks and play outdoors, make sure you're wearing that SPF sunblock of at least 50 or higher. I love the Neutrogena line because it's fragrance free and it doesn't really agitate the skin. If you have sensitive skin like I do, that's a great product for you that you don't have to spend a lot of money on, and it does the job. Color, if you're in the warm temperatures, then you may want to think of some corals or some golds, or let's see, some pinks are really nice as well. But you want it to have less of a berry color. Those are great if you are cool based. So if you have a cool temperature, you want to definitely do some berries. Now, if you're going to go with the reds, remember there's a lot of different color reds out there. So a true red is more of a bright, it's almost an orangey red, but it's, so you have the blue based red, which is more, this color here is a blue based red. So think of the berries, anything in the purples, or the pinks, the fuchsias and stuff like that. Now, again, if you do have a warm temperature, this bronzy color can also look really nice. And if you have a cool temperature, you can still wear the bronze, but you just want to maybe put a color underneath it and then have that layered on top of it so that it kind of just gives a nice mix together, and you can see the colors, they will blend in. So now this is red, and this is a bronze kind of color. What is it called? It's called, well, the number is 552B as in boy. I can't read those damn lines. They're so small. I can't read it. But it is by Wet n Wild. It's called a MegaSlicks lip gloss. And I like putting glosses on top of color because, again, it keeps your lips moist. And as we get older, our lips get more fine lines and things like that. So I find that the lip glosses keep them moist. You can also, if you have very dry lips, then you may want to think about taking a dry toothbrush and just lightly brushing your lips so that if there are any dry flakes, they will come off. And this way you don't ever like peel your lips, because that hurts a lot, and you can just really hurt your lips when you do that. And you also, if you feel like, you're just feeling like it's, again, you're feeling a little blah, or you're not feeling as, bright and perky as you want, teeth whiteners is a great way to just instantly make you look a little bit younger. And it just shaves off that yellow, and it just can make your lips pop, right? So I'm going to list everything that I talk about today in the show notes, or in the video notes down below, so that you can see what I'm talking about and you can try them out for yourself. I do receive a very small commission on it if you do buy it. So if you're thinking of getting something, I appreciate it if you use the link, use my affiliate link. But there are just some great ways to feel like a woman, because we get a lot of stuff thrown at us every day, and it's just day in, day out. It's a lot of work, and you may have kids, and you're dealing and still stuff with home, and now the kids are home from school right now, and they're starting to get back on track to go back to school. So life is really crazy, and I want you to just be able to take care of yourself. And you can also use a lip scrub on your lips. So again, if you find that your lips are very dry and they're peeling, things like that, you can use a nice lip sugar scrub that they have. You can find them at your Walmart and CVS stores, or Sephora's, or any of those makeup stores, very inexpensively. And they go a long way. They last a long time, but you want to make sure that it's very fine. You don't want to get anything that's too abrasive. That's like even with your skin, right? You don't want to put any kind of exfoliations or any kind of scrubs on your face, because you don't want to scratch up your skin. You don't want to strip the oils or anything like that. You want to make sure that you keep it nice and soft and supple. Well, that's all I'm going to leave you with today, okay? Because I know it's a lot, and I hope that you go and find your brand new lip color that you love and that you'll wear for years and years to come. And your friends say, "Oh, you look, what did you do? Did you do something different?" And you can just say, "Yeah, I got a new lip color." And be sure to join us over at the Facebook group at facebook.com/dish it with Dawn. And remember to dish it out well and dish it out good, but make sure you're looking damn good when you do. Until the next time, bye for now.